Yako, I love you, man. You're always number one. First one in every week. Appreciate that. How's the mic level? Can you hear me all right? Looks like it's good. Man, it is a wicked delay we have. Oh, let's see here. Let's see how we're doing. Hey, yeah, oh, it's good. Okay, good. Just checking. Sometimes it's a little weak. All right, got an interesting lineup here. You know, kind of a holiday. Not much happening. Although Bitcoin's coming back. We'll get started in just a couple here. I always give people a few minutes to join us, right? It's just 11:30 now. So we'll give it just a minute. You guys can memorize our disclaimer for something fun. Be started momentarily. Oh, great. Let me bring that over. This is been learning a lot. I'm so glad to read that. I hope you mean me. I'm not sure. We just my team. Can never tell. It's hard to. Let's see. These live streams are. I like the live stream. Let me see if I can get your chat over here. And pink waving. Hey there. All right. Loud and clear. Okay, let's see. How are we doing? 32. Let's give them another minute. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Do I need this? Yeah, I guess I do need this. I don't think I need this. So let's put this back over here. Come on. All right. What have I got here? Not as much crypto as I thought we'd get. Oh, wait. Here there. Depeche, I haven't seen it. I got a couple of guys have posted things that I'm shocked I haven't seen these stocks before. I mean, they look like Bitcoin, if not better. We'll look at them in a second here. All right, here we go. So now I can see your chat. Okay, let's give it another 1 minute. We'll get it hit. We'll hit it. Okay, let's do it. All right, so let me get disclaim. We have fully disclaimed. Okay, guys, like I said, I've got an interesting lineup here. Oh, looks like people are adding now. I always give them a little nudge, and I get 7 or 8 more. Okay, so you guys know the drill here. We do the same thing every week. And all we're doing here is applying the methodology that we teach at Trade Devils University. So certainly there's heavy Elliott Wave influence. But I feel like I need to remind people, sure, it's the structure we use, but it's the framework. But it's part of a complete puzzle, if you will. So we focus on geometry, fib relationships, and then Elliott Wave for structure. But you can't trade Elliott Wave without trading market structure, right? So that's built into it. That's become the most popular approach to technical analysis. And of course, fortunately for us teaching Elliott Wave, we don't have to make any modification. All we're doing is just we're kind of labeling things a little bit differently. I think you'd have to call ICT probably the most influential technician in the last 50 years, 100 years. He's up there, right? So we can't ignore his influence because so many people are trading it, but we don't have to alter our approach. We just have to kind of keep some of that in mind because that's kind of become the language of technical analysis, right? For so many people, right? Not everybody, right? Certainly a huge influence. Okay, so with that said, before I get going here, you guys... forgive me. I got to do this, right? We have a business. So we have a Black Friday sale going over at TDU. Right? This is something we do, periodically when we have a sale like this. So pretty much we cut everything in half, right? So belts are $199. By far the best deals are the bundles or the pro membership for the year. But to get all the belts at half price, pretty good deal right now. That's not an insignificant amount of money, right? So you can do them one belt at a time. It's up to the amount of time. It's very easy to buy a course, but then to commit the time to get through it, right? That's where I don't want people to overbuy, right? I want to be sure that you have the time, right? Because it takes time. All right? It's easy to buy something. It's hard to commit the time to it, right? But one belt at a time, or do the whole bundle and then take your time with it. But you want to. It's a progression of knowledge. So just a few things, right, to keep in mind. Okay, so there's the total of my promo. Here, I'll get this off to the side. And let me get over here to our first one. Okay, so this is from Ben B. He's a very regular. He's been with us for a long time. Become very skilled, right? So the thing I like about Ben B, he's always posting something that I would never look at. I think he trades primarily, he's an equity trader. This is Centrus Energy Corp. Never looked at them before. Now, fortunately, right, for what we teach, I don't care what it is. A chart is a chart is a chart. Makes zero difference to me in terms of how we approach it technically, right? So you can see. Now note here what Ben B's doing. Oh, let's see. He's got everything but, I guess, some fibs here. Oh, well, we'll just work with this. So nice geometry, right? So we get a corner, right? So this is kind of a trademark of ours. Not because we discovered it, right? It's because we teach it, right? So this is a corner pocket here. We know from Alan Andrews we have 80% probability of getting to that median line, right? Once we get a corner here, right? As long as it holds, right? We can break it and reset. But as long as we get a corner and we start to move away, 80% odds we get there. I say this every week because it continues to just amaze me. There's not a technical analysis package anywhere on the planet that does not include median lines, right? Yet it's the least used of all the technical tools, yet it has the highest probability. It's just astonishing, right? Very odd. Okay, but so let's just take a look here. So do we have a 5 out of the chute right now? We try and keep the Elliott as simple as we can. Now, the complexity in Elliott comes in the corrections. That's where you get challenged, right? A 5 and a 3, or again, the 7th grader can handle that. Do I have a 5 off the low? Note here, this is a daily. Do I have a 5 off the low? Well, it's a little bumpy here, but certainly you'd have to call that 5 swings, 3 to correct. Now here he takes an interesting approach to this. He's doing it as a diag, and what's influencing that choice is that you only, could you move it here? You could. But that's a 3, right? So you can see what he's doing. You can almost, I love this part of it, right? Because I can see his thought process here. He wanted a 5 here, but you can't get around that 3 there. So he's doing it as a diag. So A, B, C into the 1. A, expand the B, C into the 2. But now he's got to stay with that. So A, B, now you get your impulse here. So I get an A, B, C. So I've got a good 3. Now, right off the bat, I would be, as you get that pivot, I would want to be measuring, right? It's so easy to do. Now, right now we're going with the 1 being completed here, going into the 2. All right, Now, where is the highest? Fuck, I can't make this shit up, right? It just amazes me every week. Right, where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? Right between the 1618 and 175. What? Something I need to say there? Boom, right into the, I mean, literally splits it. It's just, right. So all that's doing for you is giving you a little bit of conviction in putting the 3 there. So I've got my corner. So look at all the components of what we teach here being realized. So I get a corner pocket, I get my 80% realized. Now that 80% is a one-time use, right? It's not like, oh, retrace, I get another 80% here. It's one-time use. So it's burned, right? But this is still framing the market. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now I get this beautiful triangle here. Right, so you're kind of looking at this going, oh, A, B, O. Is that it? Oh, wait, oh, right. It kind of lands in your lap here. A, B, C, D, E. And then I come out of this with an impulse. Well, here's where it gets a little tricky. If we're going to do this, the entire thing as a diag, well, okay, right off the bat, this is, thank you, EWI, right, which is kind of the, what do we want to call them? They carry the torch of Elliott Wave. Of TA, well, they made a change this year so that we don't have to have the wave 4 overlap. Okay, that's mighty convenient for many of us going, oh, motherfucker, right? I can't call it a diag. Well, now we can, right? So I can pull here and go, look, okay, if that's the 2 and that's the 3, where's the highest probability location for a wave 4? Between the 23 and the 38. Boom. So far, right, you all you're doing is you're building conviction. Like, okay, I feel pretty good about that 3. I feel pretty good about that 4. Now, where am I going? Now, this is not an algo target here. I shouldn't use that one. No targets, right? Because this is not an algo we're tracking here. But so we know this the 2338 here. Now we're looking for this to complete as a 3, right? That's. Now, you can say, oh, come on, man, why does it matter, right? Well, okay, we're trying to be consistent with our technical approach. Now, this could turn into something else. But right now, looking at that, wouldn't you be thinking, A, I'm looking for the B. Now, maybe I have the B here. Maybe we're going to do a WXY. We get a little more, something a little deeper here. Oh, it sure looks like I got a 5 there. I mean, the oh, here, let me get this out of there. The 2 is a little skinny. 1, 2. It's okay, but what else are you going to call it, right? If this is here, would be the here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to be an A. 3 into the low. Into this pivot. Right, pretty clear 3. A, B, C. Now, is that my B? If this is A, B, well, why would you not think that? The only thing that would concern me is, do I have a candidate here? Do I have to relabel this? Oh, I guess you'd have to be mindful of this. So we potentially, how can we get out of here? If this is the D, see, I'm tempted to put the E here, which would change this, right? So Ben, this is a high class problem, right? It gets more bullish. So let me push this off. So how else might we interpret this? Well, let's put this up here. Let's put this here. There's the 5. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of digging around here going, okay, what else could this be? If this is going to go, because I have this perfect ABC here, just fucking perfect. So, okay, I want to take advantage of that. Now, one thought is, okay, it could be WX, right? And we're going to get something deeper. But let's reevaluate here. Is this a candidate? Extension in the 1. So 4 would be here because that's the new low. Let's go to a 4 here. See, does that clean it up at all? Right now, obviously, right, we'd have a little bit of truncation here. Oh, here being, the low. Ben, I'm not saying this is the right count. I'm just looking at this, going, okay, what else? How else might I look at this? Iffy. So, does it matter? Well, the reason it would matter is in terms of the depth of what we're establishing here. Is this potentially now the 2 here? Well, what would your first thought be? Oh, well, let's measure it. If that's my low, where are we looking for a 2? And we have this bullish order flow, right? This unmitigated. That's too dark. Let me get something like that, right? So here's the swing, right? Bullish order flow before we go up. How do we know this is likely algo participation, right? Displacement, right? So that's muscle, right? You can think of it however you like, right? But that's not retail causing that. ABC, is that my 2, right? It's a candidate. Let's kind of bring that down a little bit. Candidate, because I go right to the 50. So extension in the 1, right? I can count 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does it matter? If that's the A and that's the B, well, now I'm expecting. Right now, we don't know, right? There's no knowing. I can just look at this and go, is that legit? Well, okay, right? This is what I always do. If I'm uncomfortable with something, I just highlight it. And so, okay, well, if this gets into trouble, I'm going to come back here just to remember why did that. What am I looking for now? Well, I'd start measuring again, right? If that's A and this is B, okay, minimum 1618. Where am I really expecting it? At least up here. Now, let's apply some geometry. Right? It's a process, right? Same thing every time, right? Okay. Do I have an impulse here? Yes. Am I looking for an impulse? Well, I'm not looking for the impulse to complete anything other than the candidate for an A wave, ABC, right? I mean, literally, I can't script that. That's like, that looks like that's actually, looks like that's a classic. Come here. Ah, Jesus, what happened? Oh, fuck. Come here. Nope, surprising. Okay, I thought it was 100. So it looks like it's a measured move. Contemporary measured move. Oh, come here. All right, so, oh, Jesus. Look at this. 50. See, this is, I've done videos on this before. My assumption, right, and I don't know this, right? I don't know him personally, but when Halsey was looking at this, was eventually discovered this. My assumption is that what he found was that how do we think of a contemporary or a classic here? Let's do it a classic measured move, right? A to B equals C to D, right? This is what we're used to, right? This is what you would learn, and let's put it down here. Oh, I'm in log scale, that's why. Right, so here's the contemporary or classic, classic Coke, right? Here's our contemporary measured move, right? A to B equals C to D. Well, something was happening, right? There was a very regular occurrence here where it wasn't making the 100. Something was going on very consistently. Well, that's where the measured move came from. Right? It wasn't making the 100. Something else was going on. It was very, very, very consistent. So thus, and my assumption, right, of just deductive reasoning, right, he looked at Gann, he looked at Elliott, he looked at fib relationships here, and all he did was take what Gann does, which is turn them upside down, and just did the same thing with fibs, and voila, contemporary measured move. Okay, there's a little digression. We go over that in great detail in the belt system. Okay, let me get back to log, because I got to have log here. A, B, I'm looking for that C. All right, so the question is, okay, what I've got a completed measured move here, contemporary measured move. What am I anticipating here? I'm anticipating an impulse. So do I have the start of it? Right, that's what I'm anticipating. 1, 2. So where's the trade, right? So you can see this setting up for us just rather nicely. Now I don't know that that's the pivot there. Let's get this one out of there. I don't know that that's the pivot, but I've got the foundation for it. So if I look at this and think, okay. Well, let's just do it this way, right? So here's a swing high. Here's a pivot. Let's go 50 for log, right? Since I'm log scale, right? So I want this to be balanced. Okay, this is not complicated. Okay, it's really not. Okay, so I've got a candidate for 5. I've got a candidate for 3. Came 50 to the tick, right? So I've got a candidate for my B, or for this would be over here. So AB, because I'm looking for ABC to complete. Okay, is that my 1? Well, I don't know that it's done there, but you could certainly say, oh, that makes sense, right? We're coming back into this consolidation here. We bump into it. So that's a little bearish order flow, right? So we bump, right? Nope, we don't get through. Okay, well, where's the trade location? Okay, it's not that hard, right? It's just, see, we make it so hard on ourselves. Okay, we could do that right there. That's 13 to 1. Now, do I know? I don't know I'm going to get this, but that's my target up here. 20 to 1. What is the total number of 20 to 1 trades that you need to offset all the little losers that you're going to experience? Not many, right? I mean, is that it's not that hard to put that together? Not really. Now that doesn't mean guaranteed winner coming here, but it's the methodology, right? So I get a very high reward, low risk trade here. So what's the plan? Well, okay, you don't have to sit here with a limit order, but you might. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? I get stopped out. Oh shit. We'll get used to it, right? So if that were to happen, what would your assumption be? Oh, this is not done yet. So then immediately, that's the thing about LA Wave. If not that, then this. Right now, I'd be looking for a WXY because I've got 3, 3. It's not going to be 1, 2 if it breaks this low. What's left, right? If not that, then this. And if not this, then that. But this is what matters here. What's the risk reward? Again, that's the point is always, you're going to have a shitload of these little losers, right? You better get used to that. If you can't deal with that, you're in the wrong, this is the wrong way for you to approach making money. You better get used to lots of these. And it's got to be the kind of thing you just take it in stride. Oh, it's a little loser, motherfucker. Okay, well, I guess it's a WXY. It can't be, oh, motherfucker, I thought, God, I was sure that was going to go. It's just the due course of business. Oh, again, if you come back and you're reviewing this in your trade journal, are you going to be frustrated at that trade? Well, you might be disappointed, but was it logical? Did you have good risk reward? Did you have strict money management? It's pretty, I mean, that's, 7th, 8th grader could probably follow along there. It's not that complicated. Nice, right? Thanks, Ben B. I don't want to make it sound like this is easy. I don't ever want you to interpret what I'm saying as, this is easy. This is the hardest easy money you'll ever make. Right? It's very, very hard. I know it's so easy to go, oh fuck, man, how hard it can be? It's going to go up or it's going to go down. Well, we can all chuckle at that, right? Okay, Ben B, that's a good post, right? Very, very nice setup. Just waiting, right? So now is it ready to go? No. It's a banana on the turn, right? It's getting ready, right? If that now, what if it shoots up higher? Oh, well, do we not just take the whole thing up? Right? I mean, it's not. Oh shit! I didn't get that. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, come up here, right? Your risk, did it change dramatically? If I go up here, depends where you're getting in. Maybe a little bit better. Still 12 to 1. It's not that hard. It's just not that complicated. Okay, let me go to the good one, Ben B. Thanks for that. Okay, shock rocket. Holy shit, this guy, I've never seen this. I've never seen this chart before. This is TPL. Let me get those. Have you guys seen this chart? I'd never looked at this chart. Holy shit. I had to go to the monthly to get a count on this. From 14 cents to 1,600. Yeah, that's Bitcoin kind of returns. What a monster. I had to put the logarithmic MACD in the monthly to get this. So, shock rocket, I'm not sure what we're thinking of here. Now, but this is interesting, right? Because this has a kicker on it. So, okay, 1, 2 seems pretty straightforward, right? You wouldn't go 3, right? Because now if you're here, you might have been thinking 3, but with what comes after it, I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Perfect 4 here. Now, same kind of thing, guys. Same kind of thing. Okay, so let's just do a little measuring. Oh, here, we'll do it here. Okay, I don't get the 1618. I get the second most common. Excuse me. I get the second most common, 1271382. Right, nice little retrace here. Looks like that's going to be in the pocket for a wave 4. Right, again, I'm on the monthly chart. Let's get my wave 4 here. Where's the highest probability location for a wave 4? Between 23 and 38. Boom. 1, 2. Now this gets a little tricky here because it looks like I've got an extra kicker. I can count 5 to here, but it's not done. So I'm going to go down. I got to go to to a weekly to see if I can figure out what's going on in there, or how I'm going to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Well, okay. So again, we want to measure. Okay, where did it retrace? Oh, well, that's fine. What are my alternates here? I don't really have. It's tricky, right? So it's very hard pressed to do anything other than that. We're going to go 1, 2 again? I don't think so, right? Because we have overlap here. So hard pressed not to do that. And that. Now, I can't do that. Well, pardon me. I could. But perhaps I've got an extension going on here in the 5th. Well, so, okay, so the question is, God, is it here? Is it here? Where do I put that? Well, that we come back to, right? This is why I make a point of always measuring. Where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? Right here. We get in by a tick. I'm on the weekly still. Just by a tick to get in there so you could have some conviction in putting the 3 there. Okay, is this my 4? Well, again, why would you? It's kind of hard to assume otherwise. I would go, again. Okay, well here's the 2, here's the 3. Well, let's get you right on there. 38. A couple of wicks go through. We've got a nice fair value gap right down here. You can kind of see what it's reacting to right there. 4. Oh, now, right. Of course, you're thinking, oh, it's done. Well, got news for you. It's not done. So you have a couple of choices here. It's hard not to call that complete. But so you got 2 choices. One is to do it that way. 1. I can't say I love that. But it looks, we're going to have an extension. So we could certainly have this, the possibility we're going to get an extension here. Let's go to micro. Let's change that color. We're going to get an extension in the 5th. It's not like it doesn't happen. Well, this has to move up here, so let's change these counts, these degrees, just to be consistent. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so 1, 2. All right. If that's the case, am I going to do this ABC? Well, again, I'm on a weekly, right? So it looks like I might have an ABC there, but I want to check the level, right? How technical are we? Get on there. Oh, here we go. And let's get this out of here now, so I can be sure I'm right on that pivot. Okay, 706. All right, so it's prime for. Let's go to a 3-day here and break it down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this? Looks like I might. I think you're stuck with that because this looks like you got a pretty good 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I label that. Oh, here, let's put it. Into the 2. I think that's what you're stuck with because that 5 is so clear. And then you could see here that there's likely algo participation here, but they didn't get to target, right? What stopped it, right? It could be that golden zone. Although you've already had a break, so tough to call that. Oh, let's change this color here just to not get lost. Here's the 1, A, B, C for the 2. Any question about that? It's tempting to look at this and think, oh, wait a second, 1, 2, 3, but this is, oh shit, let's go to a daily, see if there's another way to count it. I don't think so. I think you're stuck with that. Boy, that's just what a beast that is. Okay, well, let's again, don't neglect the measuring. It's so easy to do. if that's my 2. Second most common. Does it look like we're done there? No. So we start out on a monthly to get to that. Why would you assume anything other than that? I mean, this is a little funky, right? I acknowledge. It wouldn't be what you'd hope for to get a truncation in the 2. But I can't get around that 5. Oh, all right. So one thought might be, okay, could this be A, B, C, and then we're going to go 1, 2. It's too far. It's just too big. It's too far, in my view. Or I mean, it could be. But I think you're kind of stuck with that, right? So this is just, fuck. I want to do that. Well, this is what, again, as I did before. This is what you're, where is it? Oh, fuck. All right, this would be my problem area. If I need to come back here. Now, is there anything to do here? I mean, this on the one hand here, I'm spending a lot of time here. I shouldn't, because it's more, I'm curious. 1, 2, okay, that's, if this isn't going to be 1, 2. God, I can't get that. I want that to be a 3. I can't seem to do it. Just one last try in there. Let me just do this here. Let's see if we can get out of this. Let me go to a 4-hour here. Is there any way to get out of that? Fuck, this is just not. You're stuck with it. It even looks like it's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're stuck with it. Okay, hang on. I'm just seeing if I can find a better solution here, because it would be ideal to go 1, 2, but I can't fight that. I can't do it because I want it. It's, I got to go with what's there. So this looks like it's 1, 2 here. Fuck, man. Well, okay. So again, I'm spending a lot of time here. It's more just my own curiosity. If we're doing something like this, well, there's nothing to do here, right? Until we get a retrace. I mean, maybe you get something back down here, prior resistance. I mean, it's just shock rocket. I mean, I don't buy at all-time highs. I would encourage others to be cautious about doing that. I don't know anything about this company. Earnings are coming up. Estimate's pretty strong, right? So you're kind of in a hurry up and wait until you get to the earnings, which are, what was the date on that? February, right? You got to, oh, wait a second. We just had earnings, so obviously not a negative surprise, but market's just blowing right through it. So you're kind of stuck here, right? You got to wait for some sort of correction. There's not much you can do. If this is, right, so just pull up some fibs. I don't know if that's the high, but I'd look for something in that wave 4 territory, something around here. Even if you did this, right, you just, right, where's your POC? Way down here. It's just a raging beast, right? Just nothing to do but wait. Okay, Depeche, right? Always interested in what he's up to. What do we got here, Depeche? Let's see. Come on. Oh, I know it's him, rose to the dollar tether perpetual. Okay, so let me copy that so I can work with it. Depeche does very nice work, right? I always want to compliment him because he takes the time. He takes the time to account for every wave, right? So he builds conviction in that process, right? That's why we do it this way. If I can solve the puzzle and I can get every wave, right? Here's a question, right? I can see what you can see his thought process. He was thinking 3, 4, right? Not sure. Right, oh shit. Is that it? Hard to call that. Yeah, I see what he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So he's got to get up here. 1, shallow 2. Well, there's another example like we were just looking at. Like, you want to go 1, but you don't get it. 1, 2. Where are we going? 2 entries here. So he's giving you entries. I'll push that off here so I can see it. Okay, so, let's see, we're on a 60 here. All right, so from swing low to swing high, we come just, we got a little, what do we got? Breaker block. So we come just shy of the golden zone here. Looks like I can't tell if he's in already or he's just teeing this up for you guys. Okay, so A, B, That's a tough one to get done here. Can we get that? What do you think, Depeche? I might be inclined. This is such a clear 3. It has me thinking WXY, right? How do we turn that into a 5? Can we? Can we turn that into a 3? Do we get a golden here? Whoops. We did. Okay. Do you guys you guys see this, right? So we note here we go 65 to the tick. Here's the target. So what does that mean? It means we had a golden corner here. Correction. So I put it into shift. Yeah, didn't quite get it. Maybe modified gets it. No, they really nail it. Well, 1, 2. Looks like you got a sequence there. Okay. Do you guys, this is just insane, right? Do you see how this happens, how this works, right? It's people, I feel like, God, oh man. We're not going to do the fucking measured move again, are we? Really? Well, if you're wondering why that's the focal point of so much of the TA that we teach, do I need to say anything else? Yeah, I can even take this off there just so you get it, right? This is, it's not why it moves, it's how it moves. It's not. If you think that's a coincidence, we got to talk. That is not coincidence, right? That's only software is that precise. Only software. Right? Not that precise. Okay, so we've got a nice, I don't know, fuck, man. We could call it WXY. This is hard to get that into a, all right, that looks like ABC. So I'd be inclined to think, oh, fuck, we got to do some sort of a, shit, you can actually do it here. You might do it here. Depeche. A, B, C, W, X, A, B, C. Just a thought, right? You know, does it matter at this point? It's more, you know, for the Elliott purist. Oh, shit, I can't do it that way. I do it here. W, X, Y. But, okay, right? So Depeche knows what he's doing, right? So it's, you know, it's not for his benefit. It's just for the people that are studying Elliott Wave. Or even you're stuck with that 3, right? Again, he knows what he's doing, so it's not an issue for him. Let's go to Minuet here. Maybe, because that looks like that's a 5. I'm sure he'd either agree with me or, you know, maybe he sees that a little bit differently. So what are we waiting for now? If that's the low, right, and we just looked at a you know, perfect sequence here, well, it looks like there's some sort of bumpy 5 in there. It looks like it's a little chop monster. 1, 2, oh fuck, 3, 4, right, something like this. So we've got some geometry we can work with. We got this, right? We want to stay in that channel, right? If we can, it's very important to the Elliottician, right? That channel should guide you. It's critical, right? Don't forget the channel, right? So, okay, do I get a 5 here? Okay, well, do I have one yet? No. What am I going to likely? I got some resistance here. Oh, I'd use the whole thing up, right? So we've got a supply zone, order block, call it what you like, right? Probably, right? You could even really refine that up. You see, how do we know it's an order block? Because it swept the pivot, right? So that's kind of the cornerstone of a good order block. You want to see the pivot. Right, you want to see the sweep high. All right, so if we put it here, right, so it has to sweep the pivot. So as we come into that, okay, where's the trade? Oh no, we don't have that pivot yet. But if I were to get that, well, here, he's teed it up for you, right here. Or if we're going to go deeper, well, if we're coming down here, unless that was him getting in, unless he got in right down here, like the trade is where might you do it here? 786, something like that. Look at the nice trend line here, channel break. So I would extend this. So if I get a retrace here, I wouldn't be sad if I saw it come towards the edge of that. All right, now maybe we're going lower here. We got to watch invalidation. That's what you'd be looking for. And then if I were to get that right there, what would I have? And again, I don't have this, but just so you stay consistent with the process, I'd have a golden corner. Whoops. I'm going to lock it. Looking for 3 up here. 1, 2, 3. So he's going pretty big there. Holy shit, Depeche, what are you going for there? Well, let's take these off just because I think the log scale fucks them up. So we got a long here. That'd be a first target. I mean, you could use the pivot if you want to. Right? You got to do the math there, what you can afford. You don't have to take all that risk. You just have to be prepared. If it's going to go deeper and challenge that low, you got to be prepared to take it down. Take the small loser. Always don't see if you. This is probably the number one mistake traders make. And it's so simple. It has nothing to do with the TA. They go, oh shit, I don't want to take the stop there, right? It's not going to sweep that low, so they do this. Or they start here, they're here 786. Oh shit, man! Well, let's just give it some more room. Oh fuck! Well, it's not going to sweep that, so let's just give that a little more room. All because they don't want to take the stop, right? Nobody wants to be wrong. I'd be right here, 786, right? That's the max I'd give it. If I'm wrong, I'm just going to move it down. I'd rather take the small loser rather than do something that I know is going to establish a bad habit. Because if I do it once and I get away with it, I'm absolutely going to do it again. Do something like that. I only got 2. I still have 2 to 1, 2.6 to 1. But it's a bad habit, right? Make an agreement with yourself. Okay, what's the amount of capital I can put at risk here? Okay. That's good to see. If you're doing it here, okay, less size. If you're doing it here, I can put on more size, but I have to be strict about the deal that I'm making with myself that I'm going to get out there. If I'm going to leave that stop, I'm not going to touch it. The second, I mean the second you move your mouse towards adjusting a stop, you're fucked. You're already lost. Even if you get away with it, right? You'll do it again and again and again, and eventually there'll be one of these that it'll do you in, right? It's just I've seen it. Many hundreds of times, right? For 10 years as a broker, 7 years, 6.5 years I've been doing this. It's always the money management that does them in, right? Because nobody wants to admit being wrong. It's a funny thing about human nature. Beautiful setup, Depeche. Great. I think, yeah. Let it complete, right? So you're kind of late to be chasing it right into that supply. I wouldn't buy that. I'll wait. I'll let it. I don't care if it goes up here. I'll wait and then give me the retrace. Nice one, Depeche. Thanks for posting. CN Salazar, what is he thinking? Let's see. I can get rid of that one. Rose. I keep that one on my watch list. Pfizer. Let's go. Oh shit. Where do I have one? Let's see. What is this one? Oh, that's still to come. Okay, so I'll do it here. PFE, Pfizer. And I'm going to have Depeche's settings here, which are not that they're bad. I'm just... Okay, so let me get out to a daily for Pfizer. Things may be changing for healthcare companies as a result of our election. Okay, do we have to look at this in log scale? I think we do. All right, there's our low. 1, 2. Any reason why we wouldn't call that 1, 2? I got a little funky there. Well, you're kind of stuck with it, right? I mean, does it even matter? Oh, here, hang on. Let's get out of, let's try that again. One. Oh, I'll put it here. Well, I mean, it's tricky, right? Obviously, there's some resistance up here. Good example of why I strongly discourage buying at all-time highs. It's just, you know, there are times you get away with it. See, you could say that. Well, you know, what about here? You could say, well, what about there, right? If you couldn't I buy that? Right? Couldn't I buy that? Well, yeah. Would you have a huge winner? Yes. I'm not saying, right, if any market where you can get away with it's equities. I'm not saying a breakout just can't lead to, you know, a nice big trade. I'm just saying as a habit, that's sooner or later you're going to work against you, right? But maybe you get away with it here in equities, right? The only market I would ever do it is equity. I would never do it. Right? It's a hard rule for me, which is only established because I've done it so many times. Right? I don't do it anymore. Where's the highest probability location for a wave? 4, 23 and 38. This, oh my God, that'd be way beyond 2618, right? That's just a monster. That's just, welcome to the USA. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we're done. Or we've got, this is just 1, 2, right? We've got another leg to go. So that's a beast, right? Note I'm on a weekly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, I can see a clear 5 here. I probably don't even have to label it. I mean, it's hard to, again, 5th grader can spot that. Okay. Do I have a 5? Yes, I have a 5. Do I think I'm done here? Well, I could be. Again, don't forget the channeling. Done. Well, how am I going to know? Well, you're not going to know. There is no knowing in the market ever. Forget that word. Well, do I have a candidate here for a 2? Yeah. Well, of course, what we're looking for, and again, you don't always get what you're looking for. You're looking for something like this, right? To have more conviction, right? It's always about, okay, well, I could wait because does that look like, oh shit, so maybe a leading diag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it's an A wave. Looks like A, right? So do I want to buy that? Well, I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying, okay, understand what you're trading, right? You're trading into a B wave. So if that's what you're anticipating here, well, again, I don't know that we have the low here, but I'm anticipating this. I am not anticipating a new high, right? I'm not anticipating it to be done here. I'm anticipating that minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. I'm not saying don't trade that B, right? That could be a great trade. I mean, we're from 24 to 47, right? Could be a very nice trade. Again, I'm just projecting here. What would I be looking for here, right? Can I get parity here? Contemporary measured move, right? Or classic, Jesus. Classic measured move would be A to B equals C to D. A, B, C. A to B equals C to D. Come back down. Now that's where something like this would be more traditional. Do it this way. So do I know this is coming? Of course not, right? But I can map that out. I would just leave that alone. I would just leave it there. Okay, well, once I get this pivot, right? So what am I looking for there? The first thing I have to see, right? I have to see this. Do we know we have the low there? You might think, oh, okay, there's the low. Is it the low? How do you know that's the low? What would be your objective measure to determine that the low is in? Well, you've got some of the ingredients, right? Some of the fingerprints, right, of a low. Or did we sweep? Did we grab some liquidity? Yes. All right. Could we apply some Elliott Wave here to think we might be done with this last bit of this leg. I mean, is that, what, do I know I'm going to get that? No. Where, so this is all, now look here, right? So this is, every high here, every candle high, right, is still intact. We have not swept a single high. So this is all one leg, one time framing, it's often called. Now, and I'm on the weekly here. So none of these highs have been taken. So even though here I've got an inside bar, right? So it doesn't matter, right? Because this, it has to change this, we have to sweep that high, right? Because this is these are inside of this candle's range, right? So it's meaningless. It doesn't confirm the low. Where do we confirm the low? Up here. We have to go that far. Because, do you follow me? Because otherwise it would be here. How do I know if I don't sweep some of this, right? And I go here, do I have the low? Well, I don't know yet. I gotta sweep that. Otherwise, right? You just keep rolling over and over and over again, right? There's no objective way. There has to be a mechanical. 2 people, 10 people, 100 people are going to see it the same way. Otherwise, I just do this. I do this. There's no change in that price structure, right? In that price action, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? There's got to be some change here to confirm the low. Otherwise, it's all one move down. Right? That's why I like algo theorem, right? Because it forces you to recognize, oh, I can't just say, oh, it's 40 pips. Oh, it's twice the ATR, right? It's just totally random. Here, right, the market tells us when we have a low. Do I think I'm going to get a low here? Well, I've got some imbalances here. Market might be coming back to fill in that imbalance, maybe, right? So what's the next thing I'm going to do? Where do the wave 4s usually go? Do you see there's a process here? It's not that it can't go to the 618. It's just that's not where they usually go. Why do I want to trade something anticipating something that they normally don't do? What seems kind of dumb, right? Doesn't it? I mean, why? I mean, this is plenty hard enough already. We're going to start anticipating abnormal. Where do they usually go? 23 to 38. If I come down here, now if I complete the A here, because it doesn't look like I have no indication that I've completed down here. Nothing. There's nothing to tell me that that's a good low. It's just a pivot. It's just a point in time. I got to break that. So looking at this right now, we're on the fucking weekly. Let's go to the daily. Right. So if this is my 1, we're going to do this as A, B, C into the 2. Well, you might have a chance here if this is right. So there, okay. So this we'd have a little bit of a pivot right there. So if we can come back here now on the daily, we can sweep this high, then I know I have a good low, because this is all inside. This is all inside. It's meaningless price action until it sweeps that low or sweeps that, or pardon me, sweeps that high or this low. I'm just in that range. 3. Again, where do they usually go? I'm right there. It's not, let's get to do I have a 3 in there? I'd still want to see it sweep that. So you can put this here, right? So we got some bearish order flow. We did get to the mid of that. You might have that. Suggesting down here to get the A wave. We're still trying to complete the A. Now look at the length of time here. This is where I go, let's wait on that. Look at the length of time of that too. Once I go to a 60-minute, I'm going to put the 4 here. So we're going to have this. Right, you know what I'm going to do here. This is going to be compared to this. It's not like it's never happened before. But is that typical? No. Do I want to put money at risk on something that's that imbalance, right, in time? Maybe yes, maybe no, right? That would have me pausing. Maybe the 4's got to take more time. A little more time to develop. I don't know, right? It would just have me pausing. Well, shit, it looks like we got to... Get right on there. Tags the 618 right to target. That's something I need to say. Every asset doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is, right? They all trade the same way. Okay, that's Pfizer. Hope that helps, Ben B. I don't think there's anything to do here until we get this 5, until we get that A. Then if you want to, you want to trade the B. Okay, right. I mean, there's plenty of room for that thing to go. Plenty of room for that B. Shit, you're down here at 22. We're going to you double your money on just the B leg. I mean, now here you look. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. Yeah, that's a bumpy start to it, that's for sure. Okay, I think because of this, you're just going to have to wait down here. CN, oh, that was CN Salazar for Pfizer. Okay, Ben B is back with another one. Let's see what he's looking at. Let's do here. I do. Let's see. Okay, sorry. I got to get you chat over here so I can see you guys. Ah, come here. Oh, fuck. Come on. It's not letting me. Oh, maybe I can't. I got to leave here. Now. Okay, now I can bring this over so I can see your chat. You originally WXY, but whatever this point face blue smiling GS. I don't know, is that yeah, originally WXY. Oh, GS, is that Depeche? I don't know who that is. Okay, so well, let's see. What is this, Ben B? Alpha Omega Semiconductor Limited. Oh fuck, I never looked at them before. This looks interesting. All right, so Ben B, right, flexing a little bit here, showing that, right, so he's taking the time to get all of this nailed down. What have I got? Well, that's interesting. I got a 65 minute. Interesting choice. Okay, well, a 65 minute. Interesting. Well, let me get to a daily just to see where I am. Right, any asset, if I'm bringing it up for we always start at the daily. Now, if I look at something that's crazy enough, right? I mean, with that land property, I had to go to the monthly. Do I need to be in log scale here, right? So that then, okay, do I need to be in log? Well, is it 3-4 times the range? Clearly. Oh, again, this is just old brain. I just do this for my. Okay, any question about fives? I'm going to assume not. Boy, boy, this had to hurt somebody. COVID. Thank you. Well, okay, so you note here what he's doing, right? There's no way around this. Stuck with that, right? Which is why he's putting it here. Right, we can't finish it that way. So it has to be part of the correction. So let's go down here. All right, so we're gonna have to back into it, right? So often, because that I can see that I have to start up here, and I'm gonna finish down here. Well, it looks like I can finish this as an ABC. So I'm gonna back into this. Looks like I've got that to finish for the 2. All right. I don't know right, what's coming here, but I'm just working backwards, looking at well, that's a perfect finish. So then it would become a question of, okay, where can I get an X, right? Because if I'm going to finish it here, it looks like there's an A, B. Well, that's a little skinny at the low there. That's a little tricky down here. It looks like you've got it into that wedge. Might have to do this here because this looks like a 5 right here. So if this is going to be the B, that looks like a 5. So it actually looks like we're going to have to do it this way. So let's Again, I do it this way. Some people are like, oh, man, can't you work this shit out beforehand? I think there's less value if I do it that way, because this is the thought process you guys have to go through, right? And I'm trying to teach, not flex. So, okay, right? So it's doing it out loud, because it's just what you have to do. Okay, does that work? A, B, C, right? Now, flat, running flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of stuck with a 5 there, which is, it makes me think, okay, well, how do I get this thing assembled? Well, so this has to be, ugh, this is tricky. Okay, so we need a WXY. Probably going to need a WXYZ. So this has got to be WX. Now I need a Y. Whew. Well, let's just put them somewhere, because I got to work with it. Oh, shit. I don't know what I got myself into here now. Okay, so this is going to be a tricky one. Now, if I get overly stuck and it's going to take too much time, I'll punt and I'll put it under the video. Well, let's start here. I've got a little bit of a issue here. And I put the first X here. Where's my other X? I gotta change that. I think I have to go down lower. Oh, this is a bit of a beast. Yeah, I know. Part of me wants to go, oh, fuck, does it matter? Yeah, it kind of does. I feel like I'm having to do a lot of expanded flats here. I might have it. This is a tough one here. A, B, C into the X. We're truncating there a touch. I guess we call it a true double. A, B, C gets us done. Oh, that's kind of a bear, right? So what's the alternative here? We just do this. Smooth that out right with his trend line. Okay, I'm on the fly here. It feels like that we can get something done there. Okay, that's a tricky one. I should probably change that color. Okay, what really matters? Where's the fibs? Why here? 1, 2, 3. Well, swing low, swing high. Right, we come right to halfway. Got a pretty good launch. Okay, so we can, with triple sharp. That's pretty complex. Yeah, that would be interesting to see what others would come up with there. There's some subjectivity there. But there's no subjectivity in terms of what comes off the low. Now, of course, notice at the low, we get exactly what we want to see, a sweep, right? A sweep of the low of this pivot, right? So the liquidity grab, and then the displacement, right? So boom, right? Fair value gaps are the displacement. So 1, 2. I might put it here, actually. Oh, that could be a triangle in there. Well, using that, I like that. WX, APE. So he done the same thing, right? So we end up in a 3, so you got to back into it. Let's get that corner. Okay, so we do not have median line yet, so that 80% is still in play. Just curious, maybe too deep. Got a little wiki on that low. All wicks, right? So no close below the 65, right? So the algo stays hot. So do we have a golden corner? We do. Again, just for my own eye. Oh, he's giving me an or. Or A. Well, why would he be thinking A? WXY into the 2. Well, I guess if he was thinking ABC, if it was going to turn into a diag. No reason to go there yet. Let's go to a 4-hour. 1, 2. That looks like, oh, hang on. How did we got fucked up there? Oh, that's a 1 right there. So there's a 1, there's the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the 3. 4, okay, let's ideally, right, you'd stay above this swing high. Go to 60. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see the beautiful impulses right in the middle of it, right? I know this shit doesn't work anymore. It's too bad because it would be so effective if I could count 5s and 3s here to guide me. But unfortunately, right, shit doesn't work anymore. Again, do I want to bet against that 80%? How many of you want to take the 20%? Well, it's kind of a dumb question, right? Why would you take the 20%? When you have 80% odds that you get there. It's going to be a 1, right? Now, if you're not, like, oh shit, it's going down, I can't buy that. Well, you can see all the imbalances right there, right? So this is being rebalanced. Here, this is all displacement. This is probably a 50. Or just algo participation. There's 50 to the tick. Negative 1618 to the tick. I know. Elliott Wave is for your grandfather. I know. Looks like a good 3, right? I want those impulses to complete in a channel, right? Now, I'm not always going to get that, but when I do get it, right, that's very influential to where I'm going to try to enter the market. Now, do I have enough here? I wanted to get a little bit off of that pivot. Just give me something like this, right? I've got this big imbalance here. I'd like to see it. Well, same thing, right? Remember, how do we know we have a low? How would we know? Right, well, one of these highs of these candles has got to be taken, right? So we're inside, right? So it doesn't count here, right? This is meaningless. These little candles, those are just inside bars. They don't have any meaning. Where do we get? How do we confirm it? We got to get above that. We got to get above that high before we know we have a low. Well, okay, so that already that's you see just the fact that you have to wait for that here, at least on a 1 hour. Here, let's do it this way. Okay, but let's be sure that everybody understands that. How would I know that I have a low here? How can I confirm it? You've seen me do this 100 times. If I come up here and then I roll over, do I have a low? Do I have a low? Do I have a low now? How about now? Right? And it just, right, at no point do I have a low until I do this. So if I'm looking at this, how can I objectively determine whether or not I have a good low here? Well, it's gonna take a pretty good push, right? I got to get up here. All right, that would be the inducement, right? So that's the last swing high before we go down. The rest of this, this is all just one leg, right? This is meaningless. It doesn't confirm the low. So I can put that there and go, oh, I hope that's the 4, but I don't know it's the 4 until I sweep one of these candles. So I got to get all the way back here, meaning, right? So this is I got to get this. I got to get that, right? It's going to force me to wait for that. Which is, that's exactly what you want, right? You want the TA to be guiding your decision-making process. Okay, this I'll wait for. What would I have? I don't have it now. You see, you just start putting these concepts together. Well, what I have here, right? Nice channel. Break the channel, right? What's the well, price action, you know, from Al Brooks made it famous. Thomas Wade, right? He literally posts a video on this 5 days a week. Always the same thing, right? Same idea, right? He has a methodology. He teaches it, right? So one thing we know is that the first break of a channel or a trend line is what retail trades, right? They think, oh, right, I broke the channel. Oh, I got to sell it. Whereas if this is the swing and this is the retrace, we anticipate a new high. 5-3. Now, do I get the 5-3? I don't know. I'll wait for it. So AOSL, it's not ripe yet. But great start, right? The TA is right on track. You got to be patient if you want to be successful trading. It can't be, I see it, I act. It's got to be, okay, I got to think about it, right? All right, how much allocation do I want to give to this, right? What's the risk reward? How do I want to approach this? So alpha, omega, do I want to trade it in the underlying or do I want to trade it in options? The decisions we make as traders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Not much of a 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a good looking 3. You got to wait. Got to wait. Same idea, right? We got to get out of that channel. Okay, let me keep going. Whoa, that was Ben B. Okay, so next up, oh, this is Robin. Okay, so he gave me 2. 1. So I got TMO. Where'd you go? TMO. TMO. Look at this monster, right? I thought the other one was a B. Oh, this is... Okay, right, same thing. Okay, so I had to go to, again, this is monthly. This is TMO. God, it's very rare that I'm being forced to go to monthlies with what you guys are posting, but here I am. Who posted the other one? Was that Robin? No, that was Shock Rocket. Okay, so that was Texas Land Company. God, holy shit, you guys are posting some monsters here. Okay, well, I wonder, well, the TA is not going to be this precise on a monthly. Is it? Well, okay, so I've got a swing low here, come to the 50, so I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a 1. Out first algo. Right, but I know that's going to be very close to the 1618 because I ping at the 50, not the 618. So if I pull that off, I don't even have to wonder about it, right? I can just look at this and go, oh, wonder where that went. Where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? So I get conviction putting it there. We're on the monthly chart. Where's the highest probability location for a wave 4? Between the 23 and the 38. Where do we go? You think that's accidental, random, coincidental? I mean, how many times do I need to show that? I promise you, we didn't work this out in advance. I've never in my entire life have I ever looked at the chart of TMO. Never heard of it. Don't need to. Where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? Actually, get a squirt above it. Shit, I can't make up. Nice channeling on that 3. Have anything below? RSI, right? You have to understand what an RSI is so that you understand what it's measuring, right? To understand why that's being pinned there. Any divergence here? A little volume divergence, not much. It's not dramatic, right? But this is what is good here. The 4. Look at the 4 comes all the way back to the 0 line where the moving averages meet, and then we get a little kick again. So there's no reason to assume any. I don't know that that's in, but I got a candidate here for 1, 2. That's the month. Keep in mind that's the monthly chart. How many you know who trades monthly charts? Hedge funds with algos, because they can wait. We can't, right? Very rare. I mean, how many of you trading off of monthlies? I would guess is 0.0%. Okay, right now I take it off the monthly, and I got a whole new ball game. Well, what can I see? Just looking at it, right? We know corrections are going to come in threes. Right? Is there complexity to it? Yeah. Yes, of course. Is it, simple ABC? No. Is it three swings? Right? If I just look at the highs and the lows, right? Is it three swings? Probably technical as well. Maybe got a little squirt through. Got a wick that went 707 right to target, right? So we don't get a close above. Here's the first little sign that we're starting to break, and then we break. But not until after they get their target. 1, 2. Why would you assume anything else, right? We don't have to make assumptions, right? Where do they usually go? Between the 50 and the 618. That's a little fucked. It's not a great start. But you probably squeeze it in there. There's some sort of 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5. 2, that's not ideal. You might have to squish this in here. But then you're going to be left with some sort of I suppose you could probably work yourself into this. Doesn't look like that's done. If you expand it like that, I'm not sure. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay. So why do we have to go there? Well, this is hard to ignore, right? We've got some sort of a 5 that completes here. Okay, well, if that's a 5 and this is a B, right? Is this a B, right? So one thought, your first thought would have been, oh, there's the C, right? I got it, right there. I got it. Oh, good. Oh, what? I got my what? Now, if not this, then what? Well, if this is right, then you can see it. It kind of it forces you into it. Okay, well, if this is going to be, if this is a 5, how can I make that fly? Right, so this looks like a 3, so I can go, I got to do it this way. Right, so I have to go A, B, C. So this has to be an A. So now to complete it, A, B. Could be done. Could be. Looks like I got the ingredients here. Oh, where do we go? All right, so what do we want to look for? Where does it stop? A little high volume node there seems to be affecting it. Looks like that might have come into this little demand zone right down here. Didn't quite make golden. So let's flesh that out. 1, 2. Oh, come here. Oh, let's go minuet. And I've been using this rose color, right, because we can actually see that. Okay, A, B. Now, you would not have been thinking that until you broke this low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do I have a low, right? Can I confirm the low? Well, I got a good start on it because what happened here, right? I broke the one time framing, right? So I broke a candle high, right? So I know now I've got a good low. Can we count 5 there? Well, it looks like you got a diag to start it. Let's get that. 1, 2, oh fuck. Oh, you got a double up there. That's kind of ugly. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you might have to do it here. 1, 2. It's getting skinny there. Let's get to a 4. Let's see. Maybe we do it here. I need this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's so close, right? I'm reluctant to do it here. Fuck, does it matter? Right, I don't know that it matters. I get caught up in trying to solve the puzzle sometimes, right? That you have to be drawn to see if you can do it, right? That's always the question. Can we solve the puzzle? Some people love it. Some people hate it. Okay, 1, 2. So I've got a candidate here. Now I got just a beginning. Do I have a candidate for that 1 to come back? Well, what's the big one I want to see it sweep? I want to see it get up to that POC and sweep that. All right, because then I know, okay, well, this whole channel's come down here again. You know, something along these lines. Oh shit, let's do the other side. Something like that. I'm in log scale, so I can't use the regression channel. So B, C for the 2, just in front of the golden. Now, can I get that? Well, could you trade it right now? You could. Right? I mean, it's higher risk. You'd have to really, really love it. You know, be anxious to want to get into that. What's the alternate? Okay, well, let's just wait. Let's let it complete. I'll take it there. Now, many people go, oh, fuck, man, I don't want to wait that long. I want it now. Just have it at it. You're going into the 3 of the 1. Well, where's the money ball, right? Well, if you want to be into the, right, again, for our purple belt, right, we only let you trade 3s and Cs, right? So you could certainly take that trade into the 3. Now, we don't know. That could go plenty far, right? But wouldn't you want to just anticipate the move? Where do they usually go? Jesus. Yeah, pretty good free draw. 1618, 175, right? So why would you assume something else? It would have to prove it to you. Oh, she's going 2618. Otherwise, right to where they usually go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, can I put a channel on that? Well, not yet, really, but that's what I'd be looking for. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right? This would be major change of character. Not a break of structure, but that would be a change of character, right? To say, oh, okay, perhaps we're starting to reverse the trend. I'm on a 4-hour now, when I get the retrace, stops under the low here. Now I'm in the money wave. I'm in the big one. Can you wait that long? I mean, we started on the monthly chart. This thing's such a beast. You can't wait that long. You know who can wait that long? Institutions, hedge funds, algos. Right? They're operating with one goal in mind: to make as much money as possible, no matter how long it takes. Okay, so let me keep moving there. So that was okay. So the other one he gave me was OCDO, which also I've never heard of. Oh shit. I thought I had it in here. I thought I put it. Okay, we'll just bring it up. So this is on the London Exchange. OCDO. On the London. Never heard of them. Don't have no idea. Don't know anything about them. Don't care. Oh, let's see. Do I have enough here to work with? Well, let's go to a weekly. May not have enough. Okay. You're going to start to go, oh, Jesus Christ, man, this is the same shit every time. Well, hopefully that's what you're saying. That's the point. Hopefully that's becoming obvious, right? The whole idea is to, let's do minuet here. That's a big rip here. We had a little pause here. Oh, look how pretty this is. Okay, right. So we get a nice little. I'm not a purist here. That's going to be just. Let's do. Here we'll have 707. Right. So 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, gives me a nice low here. Now, right, a purist might look at this and go, but it didn't go 90% for a minute. Yeah, I know. Right, it's not perfect. Don't expect it to be, but that 5 is so clean to me. I would call that a 335. But I'm not a purist. Oh, come here. It gets a little skinny there at the top. Okay, and then something happened. I'm on the weekly. Whoa. 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 Let's do the whole thing. It's POC. I'm going to take that out of log scale. Just so, right, we're kind of, you get kind of, it's so distorted, right, when you have a move that's big, right? When you come back to this, we certainly wouldn't be calling this a 4, right? Obviously. It's almost like 1, 2. Now, what do you do with that? Talk about a round trip. Well, you're kind of stuck with it there, right? So, well, let's take this off because that distorts a little bit. Looks like you got to use that. Well, it looks like it's fairly clean, right? It's not particularly well balanced, but it looks like I could do. Well, that's a 5, right? So I got to do it here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm finishing, right, with begin and end in 5, right? So I can't go A, B, C. That doesn't fly because I've got a clear 5 here. So it's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I might have to do something wacky here. But I think we're overthinking that, right? So let's, as it sits right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I don't know if that's done. This could be A, B, C. We'll get something bigger here. We know that that's a candidate down here. Well, this could go lower. Let's just consider. That's a weekly. Let's go to daily. Well, just see the beautiful channeling that's right here. Oh, here, let's do it this way. I'm not positive here. Because that's, looks like it's ABC. I'll leave this here for the time being. 1, 2, right? We'd be looking for 3, 4, 5, right? To finish this for the C, which might put us down into that golden. So let's go back. Can I do it? This looks like it's too far. Right, maybe a 50. Yeah, we got the 50. We got a low down here we could target. Yep. Sweep that low. Now, that does not mean sit down here and wait to with a limit order. That's no. That's the one. Stop under the low. Okay, interesting choices today, guys. Very interesting choices. Right? Not what I was anticipating. I thought we'd have a ton of crypto. Okay, we're kind of stuck with that, right? Again, take it out of log. It's right. You can see what we might be headed towards. Wow, what a monster rip that was. Well, it looks like we're gonna take it out of log. We've got that. Well, that could be truncated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe not. Jesus, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, that's a monster 3. Okay, who gave me that? So that's Robin. Thanks for that. Okay, crypto paralysis. Wow, that's an unusual handle. Crypto, am I saying that right? Crypto paralysis. Yeah, I am. Okay, let me keep going here. How we doing? Shit, I'm not paying attention to you. Oh, there you go, guys. All right. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, I like it already. Crypto paralysis. It looks like you're doing some very good work here. So let me copy that. I think that's a new member, a new handle. I don't recognize it. Oh, we got the nice shaded background. Very sexy. Now, see, I look at that and go, oh, I like this. But it's a little harder for me to read it. So, shit, here. It's the old brain. All right, see, it just punches a little more for me here. Okay, so coming off the low. We're on a daily here. Oh, shit, this thing's a beast. What am I looking at? METIS? Never heard of it. He's using the crypto exchange, right? So we aggregate. So we get our full history. Or this looks like pretty obviously a 1. What do we got here? Oops, what do you? I'm just curious what you're using. Oh, that's weird. So it's doing. Oh, bull market support band. Oh, I've not seen that before. Interesting. It looks like it's just 2 moving averages crossing over, but I'm not sure what that is. All right. Well, here, let's leave it on because he likes it. Any question about? Oh. Well, it looks like you got a little truncation down here. Right, that. Well, I guess you could do WXY. I don't know that it matters. ABC. Crazy town. ABC. So here's a good, all right, so there's a good example of why we don't want to try and pick the turn, right? If we get a higher low, that's what we're looking for, right? That's the hallmark, right? Okay, so that's deep. Let me go platinum. All right, so we get 786, 787. We're not quite there, but it looks like it's an ABC into the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy shit. Look what he did here, 4, 6, 1, 8. So the length of the 1 from the 2, we go 4, 6, 1, 8, 5. Right, very nice work. And you can see the subdivisions all there, right? He didn't mark it, but it's there. How do we spot the 4? Right, it's always the not always. I shouldn't say always. Right, usually the easiest to spot because we stop progressing the trend. Right, one last little squirt for the 5. It's great work, right? Very go. Welcome, crypto paralysis. Some very nice work. Look, so he's nailed all of this. Right? This is very well done. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Right, sharp triple, little trunk at the end. Although this is all wicked, right? So I just do this. Right, we get a looks like we get a lower close there. So if you went here, sometimes it's worth doing that just to see, right? So I get a slightly lower close. It's pretty much a double. Okay, so that's my turn here at the 50 from oh, wait a sec. Let's get back here. So I got this one. So here's the 1. Completes the 1. Looks like you got a wick that went just a hair through. Let's make sure I'm right on that. Not. Let's get right on it. A little bit of a wick got through, not a close. You can see the bullish order flow right here. Swing before we go up. Get that out of there. Boom, boom. So we wick through, we come back down one more time, hold the golden zone. Any of you ever looked at METIS? I've never looked at it. Does that surprise anybody? I hope not. It shouldn't. Looks like this is a 50, I'm guessing here. Looks like a 50. I got 50, target, second target. From the B, A, B. Well, okay, you can't just randomly pick out, oh, what, let's check it from the B. The B would have to have been used. Let's get you up here. Let's get that right on there. So did they use the B, right? That's the question. Did they? Yeah. So they used the B. So as long as the algo used it, then we can use it here for the next pull. Right here, which goes right here. Get right on that. Right to it. First target, second target. Here's the wick that goes through. Here's the test. Here's the lowest close right there. You see here, it was the lowest close 3 times, right? Got held, 1, 2. Okay, so this is good work, right? So he's looking here and he's got, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a 1, I got an A, B, C into a 2. What's that going to be? 1, 2. Well, so you have to make a decision here. So this is good, although he's got the, I'm going to turn these. Oh, no, he's in minor. That's fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see if we can, if there's an alternate there. Not because I'm thinking this isn't right. I'm just, let's see what's in there. Well, okay, so one possibility that I'm sure, right, because obviously he's a skilled elitician, that I'm sure that he considered is, okay, do I have 5 swings here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. But if I'm going to do this in a series of 3s, is there a potential diag here? Well, let's see if I can label this, right? And I don't know. I'm just working with what I see. Let's keep these down. Let's see if there's an alternate, right? So this is, I don't mean to be in any way critical of his work. I'm just looking at, okay, is there an alternate here that's worth considering? Well, if this is ABC, well, then I can start working into the idea that I might have, where's your 3 here? All right. So I'm gonna hide that because I don't want to screw up his work. Okay, so this is an alternate. Let me hide that as well. Could this be ABC? Well, it looks like I got 5 here, 3 here, 5 here. So there's a possibility we're doing it here. A, B, C. So let's label it. I don't know. I'm just checking it. Could I have a leading diag? Well, that would mean, well, I need my 4 in here. That's pretty close, but I want that 3. Well, actually, it's not quite as good as this. That's an 8. Let's go to a 4. Well, so there's a perfect 3 in there, right? It has me thinking. So A, B, C. It looks like you might be able to do it here. I don't know. I'm just kind of working through it, right? Because my guess is the crypto paralysis did the same thing, right? So I'm kind of going through this because I'm curious how he came to that conclusion, because he went 1, 2, 1, 2. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C for the 3. Oh, that's close call, right? Is it here? Is it here? Looks like that's a 3, which makes me think that I've got, here, I'm going to push that off. So it makes me think I might have this, right? Again, I don't know. Maybe I've got that. So do I have a candidate here for a 5? keep going. No, you'd have to likely end it there. Okay, well, how are we going to know? Well, let's do a little measuring. Again, I don't mean to be correcting his count. That's not my goal here. I kind of want this to go one more time. Okay, so let's do a little measuring, right? Because that's where we might blow this up. Let's see. So 4 is not going to be, may not be long enough. So we wouldn't have an expanding, right? 4 would have to be longer. So we might have a contracting, but we'd likely be looking for contracting to be finishing. You're going to have to do it right here if it's done, and it doesn't quite balance as well. 1, 2, see, this is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like that's done, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little, there's an overlap there. Oh, come here. Oh shit, I feel like I'm losing you guys here. So let me get off of that. Okay, right. So his initial count perfectly valid 1 2 1 2 1 2 certainly could be. I mean that's a high class problem if that's what we end up with, right? What would be the alternate? We've got the low here. We're going to get a diag into this 1. Where are we stopping, right? So now let's put all the pieces together. Where's the resistance going to be? We know where that's going to be. We blew right through it, right? So, okay, good sign. But we got to go back a pivot. Remember, we know that they use this, but the big one we want to get through here is right here, right? We go right to the 50. This would have to be down. Oh, that's too big. Just to be consistent. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. So we'd be looking for, right, if it's going to play this way, I don't know that it is, right? So I'd be looking for the next trade would be a little bit lower, right? We'd have some sort of something like this to launch for the big one. So this would be 1, this would be 2, right? So all I've done is given you an alternate to what he posted. And this is what he posted, right? So we're going to go 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Certainly could be, right? That's a lot of 1 2s, right? So sometimes I find myself, when I say that 1 2 that many times, so note here, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. If that's the case, this is going off to the stratosphere because every one of those needs a 3 4 5. Okay, could be, right? Wow, how nice, right? Here's an alternate that would just reduce some of that, right? And it could be, okay, that's your, your monster bullporn. And here, okay, if I'm going to get this 5 and I get this retrace, well, then I can lock and load into, this was the one. This was the one at this degree. Well, we shall see, right? Now, if this keeps going higher, right, then this is going to start to get pushed. Although it could, right? It could go higher. But since the 4 is shorter than 2, we're anticipating a contracting, not an expanding. And an expanding, the 4 has to be longer than the 2. So we're kind of, the anticipation here is that pinging that 50 from the top, from the high, is the resistance. Oh, there's not much else in here other than that little consolidation there. All right, so high class problem, right? If we come back down here, it's a great buy after this. So then it would be 1 2 1 2. If it's as he has it, we're going to the stratosphere. Okay, good one, great crypto paralysis. How do I say that? Paralysis. Okay, all right, I got 4 more. Okay, almost done. How are we doing on time? Oh shit, God. Oh, 1:15. I thought it was 1:30. Jesus, these go by so fast. Okay, so I've got Steel Swarm. Oh, shit. Here, let me get... So I got to get rid of this one. Oh, shit. Well, there's a weekly Bitcoin, right? That's not too hard to figure out. Okay, let me do a Steel Swarm. Cardano, don't have a graph. Okay, ADA. Oh, let's do crypto since that gives us all the history. Okay, let's go to a daily. What do we think on a daily? All right, do we need to be in log scale? Probably. I got full history. Is that COVID? Yeah, that's COVID. All right, so again, this is process. Is there any do we need to even talk about this? And pretty obviously that's a impulse. Oh fuck, where are we gonna do that? Oh shit, I guess you got to do it here. What? Okay, all right, so we can. Triple at the 50. I know this seems almost too easy. Well, this is what much of crypto did. We stalled here, and then we get this. Oh fuck! I guess we got to get in there, right? I found myself doing this, just going, okay, there's some consolidation that just happened here. It's 3, 3, 3, 3. Consolidate, contract, expand. Oh, you're fucked either way, right? You can't get 5 out of there, so you're just kind of stuck with it, right? It's just whatever it is. I don't even know that it matters. Consolidate, expand. So, I guess we could do it this way. We want to get something on it. That's a daily. If I go to a 4, is there anything in there? It's just. All right, it's beautiful. Wyckoff, right? Cause and effect, right? All of that consolidation. Oh Jesus, you really are fucked there. A, B, maybe we can do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that 3. Do it here. No, there's no easy answer there other than we just had consolidation. Period. Oh, God damn it. Okay, whatever you use, it almost doesn't matter, right? So we get a clear box down here. Let's just do it this way. And once we go, we launch. So what are we waiting for? And of course, a little retrace. Okay, let's go to an 8. So let's take this up. Okay, there's a 3, 4, 5 to come. Seems reasonable. Is this the 3? Or is this the one of the 3? Well, let's start measuring. Well, we've done 100. That would be where they usually go. Just kind of leave this down here. There's some imbalances here. You don't have a lot to work with. If you take this, can I even get that? I may not even do it. Where are you here? I do it from here. Oh, I know why. I'm sorry, because it's on crypto, no volume. I was looking for a volume profile because it's the aggregator, so it doesn't give us any volume. The only other thing to consider is that this could all be part of the 2, right? And we've got our 1 here. We're going this way, right? And this is just the some sort of truncation here. Or maybe we're doing it this way. There's really not a clean count here, right? So you're going to truncate something, or you're going to start with a 3, right? It's kind of fucked. So, okay, 1, 2, 3. It could be, right? We could do it. Let's focus in a little bit more, right? So possibly, right? Now we've got something. This is actually a better fit because I want this to go higher. Now that's not just, of course, I do have a shitload of this, but let's not be influenced by our own bag holdings. Okay, so can I complete an impulse here? I can. Right now it started to clean up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it looks like there's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I got a good 5, right? And it has what I want. I want it self-contained in a channel. I don't ever, right? Avoid this, right? I don't want to do this. Don't ever want to do that. I want it all contained in a channel if I can. Can I? Yes, I can. So if this is the 2 or somewhere in this slop before we launch, this is a better scenario, that's in my mind, for the next entry. So I would highlight this little consolidation right here. We know if we had a volume profile, there'd be a high volume nugget. I don't know that that's the top, although it's pretty reasonable. So that's what I'd be looking for. I think that's going to be too far. Yeah, it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. That's where I would leave it. Oh, shit. Well, you got my drift. Waiting for the 2. Waiting for the 2. It's not obligated to come down here. It's just where they usually go. Waiting for the 2. Okay, there's Cardano. Hey, this is Rob Ang. CRV. Oh, shit. MicroStrategy. Okay. Let me go real quick here. CRV. USD. Oh, fuck. Here, let's do... oh, there's crypto. Oh, fuck. What did I end up on? Oh, Binance? That's fine. Still have all the history. Okay, just what I want to see for a candidate for a low. I want to see that signature. All right, did we have some liquidity grabbed at the low? And did we get a higher low? Yes, we did. So looks like I got a 5 followed by a 3. So that's pretty easy to get a handle on. Now I don't know where that is. 1, 2. Interesting. All right, came right back to it. 1, 2. It's like a good 3, but that may not be done. We get a significant pivot here, right? So we get a, oh, that would be just a change of character. All right, so we get lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Oh, we don't get a, all right, we don't sweep that back down. Now I get something, although you probably use this as well. Or micro, right? That's pretty significant. Can we get to that one? Would be a break of structure. All right, we may not get there. Okay, well, let's measure. All right, when in doubt, right? It takes seconds. Where do they usually go? Do I know I'm going to get there? I don't, right? Second most common. Okay, well, how did we do, right? Is Al? Where's Al, right? The first question always, when you're starting to put something together like this, where's Al? Where is he? There he is. Looks like I've got, oh, did I get a close above? I might have. I did. So let's go back. All right, that would have me back 1. God damn. looks like I've got one over here. It's good to kind of go through them and see, okay, how technical are we? It's not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. That looks like it's A, B, C, right? So that's clearly corrective. So we can look at that. You can see it, right? So A, B, C, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we got all of that brought us down. Now that's the big one we're going to have to get through, which would be here. So can we get up and break that? It's not going to be easy. There's really no deeper retracement. So it actually looks pretty good. Okay, now we zoom back in here. 1, 2, right? Waiting for that 3, 4. You're kind of late. I don't, what are we bumping into here? Oh, we got this big imbalance right here. I think that's a hurry up and wait, right? I want to get through that. Maybe take the 4 to the 5, or get this on your watch list. Where's the if I get this up here? I'm looking for it down here. So that's not quite ripe in my view. Let it ping the 3, take the 4 into the 5, but anticipate, right? You're not likely to go to the moon. Anticipate a retrace since that's coming off the hard low. That would be 1, 2. We're going to have a monster rip. 3 to come. Okay. MicroStrategy. Fuck. Oh, I think I have it over here. Well, here's one I'm in trouble on. All right, I took this trade here off of that 618. Looks like I'm about to get out of that one. Here it is. I thought I had it. Okay, it looks like we've got the 5 of the 5 of the 5 in here. Let's, well, right, so I can just finish this up here. From that low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 goes in here. Now this is log scale, so that fucks us a little bit. Well, there's really only one question to ask here. Is this 1 of 5? So here, let's go back to something bigger. 1. Oh shit. I think we're probably safe just to start it here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, A, B. So fuck. A, B, C is fine. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what do we complete the 5 here? Well, there's only 2 choices here. Either we're going to have another extension there, or this is the 1. And that would have to go, or I mean, it's either or. Not, that's the beauty of Elliott Wave. The 3 is, see, it's distorted because of the log scale. I suppose one alternative would be to go, since we're not doing a triangle, that we could go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ, that's just incredible. It's just absolutely incredible. You're kind of stuck with log scale. Now let's just, if I take it out of log here, how do I do here? Interesting. Get you right there. Right on that once, twice. Out of log scale. Golden. Golden. Coincidental? Now that's interesting. How did those get there? That's somebody else put that on there. Okay, so let me, I'm going to take these off. Going to stay out of log scale just for a second. Let's revisit this. God, that is just going to be a bit, it's going to be, it's just insane is actually what it is. Okay, so this would we still have this yet to come. God damn. Think about what that's saying. If this is 1, 2 at this degree, and then we go, oh, God damn it, come here. Then we go 1, 2 here. 3 just completed 4, 5. Let's take that down. And let's go color money. All right, so A, B, C into the 2. It's not right. We just looked at it. It's a fucking golden, right? It's a double bottom into a golden. So to go 1, 2, it's not outrageous. Okay, so let's consider the 3. You know, you're kind of, you've got to look at it in log as well. You just, you don't have any choice. Oh, here, let's change that to, let's go below 3. Okay, this may fit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has got to come out. So now we're looking for actually this. Where's the high probability location? Right now this seems too abrupt, right? It's not enough time. I'd want to see it. You know, you want to see a 3, right? It's shit. If you're going to trade in MicroStrategy, let's be picky. I mean, because the alternative, right, is just, why would you trade MicroStrategy? Well, previously it's been so you could trade options, right? It's a proxy for Bitcoin. For those that like to trade options, the alternative, right, is you know, just buy the fucking Bitcoin, right? So, okay, is this, I've got anchored VWAP on here. Something in here. The prior 3, 4 is common spot, down a degree. Come down here for that. It's just, ugh. I want to see that take a little more. Look at the 2. If this is going to go as the 1, 2, which is barring something dramatic happening to Bitcoin, I think we might be stuck with this, right? So that would mean that this is what we're completing up here is the 3. Now we're over $1,000, 4, 5. That would make Michael Saylor the richest man in human history. That's because I think he was making, I don't know, 500 or MicroStrategy, I should say, but I think he's got $1 billion of his own. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 3, 4. Holy shit! I know that's a little bull porny, but I don't want to put the 3 here, 4, and assume that we're done. Now, okay, if we start to really, you know, sell off here, it's possible, right? Then you'd be back here going, oh shit, well maybe the 3 was here, and because that looks like a 4, but now. And it's a double golden. I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, we got that one. Sienna plays CLSK. Okay. Now I kind of want to save that CRV. Jesus, what is that? It's so funny the stuff I get because I copied you guys your work, so I get these things like, God damn, what is that? INFL, never looked at it. Okay, let me stay on track here. Okay, CLSK. Clean Spark. Okay, what are we doing here? All right, let me just, oh, these colors that I'm used to. Okay, all right, so let's come back here. All right, let's, do I need to go weekly here? Maybe not. Okay, set COVID, higher low. All right, this doesn't seem too hard. Clean. Sienna plays. This one is easy. Seems like easy. Pretty deep for the 2, but oh shit, I don't know that it matters here. Something like this. Let's see here. Okay, it's not too hard. Let's see here if we got that overlap. Looks like we might have. We did. That's annoying. We got a 5 there. Oh, no way around that. Well, there's no way around this. We're kind of stuck with that. All right, let's look at it for a minute. All right, is there a workaround here? I don't know that there is. Do we care? Maybe, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's a pretty good one. A, B, C. Good on the 2. The 1, 2 is rock solid. Jesus. Whoops, sorry. Can I put the 4 here? Ah. It's kind of toying with the idea. Could I put this over here, complete this here? I can't say I like it. You don't have a great finish there though. So right, just your brain starts churning. How do we solve this puzzle? Well, this looks like a much better 2. So I want to get it done up here. I want to do this. But that's right. It sure looks like a 3. I hate getting stuck here on the last ones. Okay, looks like that's this liquidity being grabbed up here. All right, so we get that triple. Can I finish it there? 1, 2. Ugh. Go to a 60. Is there a way to finish that? I don't think there is. All right, so could that be a B? It doesn't really help me. Okay, so let's just look here real quick. The last ones always are the tough ones. We just have a. Well, if I go. Well, let's just experiment. A, B, C. I have to call in them. What do they do on Millionaire? Calling it an assist or whatever the fuck they call it. I'm not seeing that. I don't want to get stuck here. If I put it here with the 3, it doesn't help me because the 4 still overlaps. So I put the 4 here. Could I get some sort of a triangle out of that? I might, actually. Okay, so let's just see here. So how do I get the 4 here? So this would have to be A, B, C, D, E. I might be able to do that. Okay, so let's this is a I don't know. All right, maybe this bores you guys to death. Can I do this? I might do it. Let's change that color. Might be here. That might work. Why do I have that C in there? I don't want that in there. I should come back here. God damn it. All right, that's got to be it. Okay, so I think that gets it. Ha! I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I get really frustrated if I can't solve the puzzle. I've been doing this for so long. I think that flies, right? I think my team would support me on that. So there's the E, all right? So that gets her done, right? So we go into this chop. Okay, so that means this is ABC. Okay, now we're clear, right? Once, God, it's like getting stuck in traffic, and then all of a sudden it clears. Okay, so I get a 1. It's going to be really sad if I didn't get that. Okay, so let's get this down. Hopefully that was worthwhile there. Let's go here. Okay, so I got a 1. I got an ABC into a 2 here. Then I got a 1, 2. Okay, that looks good. So now I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that's pretty reasonable. Nothing wacky there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks good. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do they usually go? Oh, we get it past the 2618 there. That's pretty impressive. Oh, actually out of log scale. Yeah, even further. Deep for the 4. Looks like that's a 50. 50. Target. You got it. So, okay, come back here. All right, so now that I can get this thing done. So there's my 4. Waiting on 5. Okay, so now this is interesting, right? So now, do I get the overlap? I do not. Right, all of a sudden, right, once you get struggle through that bit, it starts to come together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There was never any question whether I had an impulse here. The problem was getting out of the ground, right? Getting started there. Okay, so there's the 2. Now, where's the 4? Well, it's a little deep for the 4, but so be it. Looks like an ABC. It's drop dead simple. It looks like a, oh fuck. Oh, that could be triangle. B, C. This thing likes to consolidate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I got another 1. Okay, right. Looks like that. Let's go to, I'm going to use this white. All right, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 1. Looks like I'm not quite done for that 2. All right, looks like AB. Okay. A, B. Oh, it could be here. 1. Could be here. Well, that's kind of a clusterfuck. But it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that looks like that's my B. A, B, C. Looking for that a little deeper. Okay, all right, so now it's saying the process just starts over from the low. Okay, there's the pivot of the 1. Okay, kind of get in down here. All right, something like that. Got a bunch of this bullish order flows untouched. Well, they got a little bit of it. So I might bring it down. Up. So right in the golden zone would be absolutely perfect. 1 A, B, give me the C. I'm ready to go. Okay, did I get them all? Shit, last one. Holy life, holly life. Okay, all right, at least I can, now hopefully this isn't going to be a motherfucker. Okay, so that we got that one. Okay, clean spark, we did that one. Let me just go to APE here real quick. And then we're done. Shit. APE. Oh, he wants crypto, I'm sure. Where is the crypto.com? Oh, here, we'll do it on Coinbase. Okay, shit, here. He wants to see, is it wave 3? So, Holly Life, I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, is that he wants to know if that 3 is done. Well, we can see this right here, right? So 1, 2, 3, is that it? Okay, let's dig in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we make it, right? So we get a diag there, A, B, C into the 2. Ooh. Okay, well, all right, we want to pay attention to those overlaps. Oh. Wow. Let's go to a 4. Oh, you're kind of stuck with that. There's that same thing so many of them did right before they took off. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know that would, it's just wiki here. I don't know that would be I would alter my count as a result of that in crypto with something this volatile. It's not great to get that. 3, 3, 3. Well, that's just there's not much you can do with that. I wouldn't jump here. Unless you love the story, right, or whatever their use case is, or whatever they're doing to make some sort of a use case for them. You'd have to be mindful of the possibility, right, that we're doing this, right? It's alternate. Only because of that. Now, some people look at it, oh fuck, who cares? Well, I feel you on that, but it starts to look at the imbalance we get, right? It's so deep for a 4, right? You're going to go 707 and overlap the 1. Makes me reluctant to chase that. A Holly Life, if you're in and you're doing well with it, I don't want to steer you off of it. It's just I would be very reluctant to be doing that. Now take it out of log scale, right? It's going to be even wackier, right? It's just not good. Again, I'm really picky about where I park money, right? At risk I'm going to take because we have so many choices, right? If we only had 5 assets to pick from, well, fuck, maybe I'd take that. But because I've got so many things to choose from, if I were in it, Holly Life, if you're in this, I wouldn't necessarily be panicking out of it, but I'd be real clear about Jesus. Why does it stop there? Isn't that the first thing why? Oh, why? Why did it stop there? Let's get it right on there. Why there? First thing I always want to know. Why does it stop there? Well, now we know why. That doesn't mean it can't get through, but it's just now I understand what's going on. That's a wait for me. It's just not good enough. Right? Now I can't. If you're in it, Holly Life, have at it, man. You know what you're doing. Right? Okay, guys, I think we're done. Holy shit, that was a long one. Oh, fuck. Yes, please do Bitcoin. All right, before I go here. All right. This is something I've been playing with here. This is, it's a freebie, right, which I kind of like because it's showing the volume and the delta, but that's going to, I don't want to get to, it's the Vidya by Big Beluga. Actually, pretty cool. Pretty cool little indicator. If you guys want to look that up. VIDYA by Big Beluga. It's a free one. Let's take that off so we don't get too discouraged. Okay, so this to me, and this is a little combo. This came, I was looking at this. I was trying to get a WXY in here, and Tony Talon and I, we shared some charts here, and I like his solution actually better than what I had, which I was pretty close, but I like the WXY to get it done here. Because it looks like we're finished. We've got a 3 here, right? It looks like that's what we did, right? If we look at the dominant swing structure. Now we'd want to pull out from that. Let's go to let's go to an 8 hour. 4, maybe 4 to do it. Okay, right. So if we look at that, so what could we note here, right? We came right back to this high volume node. That should surprise nobody. I was sharing this chart with the team last night. There's an alternate count here. This can be done 1 2 1 2, but this is the more conservative account. So if this is the 1 and we get this clear 2 here, well, something completed up here. So the way I'm seeing it right now, and of course this can change, right? This looks like what we've got here: 3 4 5, right? So right look, yeah, right look. Yep, definitely has the right look. Okay, so if that's completed, well, we started 1 2 1 2, right? So so at this degree, we've completed the 3. Hang on, because let's not back out of the measuring, right? Always measure, see if it adds value, right? Here's where they usually go, right? We went all the way up to 227. I mean, we're just shy of it. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if we got up here, but we don't make that. 1 2 3 4. I know it's a little crowded in there. Looks like 1 2 3. Oh shit! Let me get. It gets very, very tricky up here. I may have to go to a 1, but you can do it. If I zoom in there, I think I had to go to a 15 to get it. 1 2 3 4 5, right? This is a spectacular example of why you don't buy all-time highs. Somebody did it here, and then they did it again. The 3 and what now appears to be the 5. It's just never worth it. Never. There will always be a retrace. You say, well, oh, what about right there? What about right there? Oh, shit, look, you would have missed all that. Yeah, but look where it came back to. Right to a 50. Right to this little pocket, right? It's when you panic, right? Oh fuck! Oh God! Oh, then you buy it up here, right? It's got to be part of your rules, right? This is just a hard rule for me. I do not buy all-time highs. Period. Right? There's no circumstance where I would ever do it. Only because I've done it so many times, right? So that's conviction. That's a rule that comes from having experienced enough losing trades that I do. It's just a rule. Okay, well, that's my rule. That doesn't have to be your rule. Maybe you buy them, right? Again, the only place where I really see evidence of it working well is equities. There's the 3. W, A, B, C, A, B, C into the X, A. We got a 5 here. A. I got a 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a C here. So here's the A, B, waterfall for the C. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I'm getting off to a pretty good start here. Oh shit! Here, let me go to 1. All right, where are we? Looks like we're off to a 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we got a 1. Oh fuck! Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going in. Let's go to a 30. Where can I see a retrace here that's be meaningful? Well, I can label this. I can get 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Let's put that. Let's go to green, right? Oh, come here. So there's a 1, A, B, C into a 2, shallow 2, right? If any asset is notorious for shallow 2s, it's Bitcoin. Right? Here's the inducement, right? Remember, this is all one move down, right? It's got to come back, take out that high, right? It takes it out here. Right, so here's the inducement on this one, right? So we know what is that doing for me? It's confirming that I have a low here. It's confirming that low because I broke this because this is all one move down. Now I'm coming back, broke. Right now I know I have a good low here. That's all it's doing, right? So 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm working on that 3, right? I don't have a lot to work. I want a 30, right? We're just one time framing, right? See, none of the lows right here. So here's the inducement, right? So that's why I like algo theorem, right? It's going to track it for me. Here's the last low, right? Otherwise, this is all just, how do we know we have a top? How do I know? Is that the top? Oh, shit. No. Is that the top? Oh, shit. Is that the top? Nope. Is that the top? Nope. You got to do that, right? It's got to happen. It's the only way to be objective about it. So as far as I know, this just keeps going, right? Until I see this. Now, what else do I want to see? I want to see nice, tight channeling. I'm going to have to double that. So I'm already over the channel. So let's clone it and let's just go 50% at a time, right? So there's 50% of it. What else do I want to do? Always, right? It takes seconds. I want to measure. Where do they usually go? Looks pretty good. Right? Now, why do I stop here? Why here? I don't know. I'm asking myself. I'm not saying we can't get through, but I understand why we're stopping there. What else is there? I got a big imbalance right here. Right, as this came down here, I got an imbalance here at that degree on a 30-minute. There's a methodology here, right? So all you see, I'm never here to flex, right? It's not about me flexing my TA skills. It's never what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to demonstrate our methodology. And as I've said many times, right? Most of my team, they're better eliticians than I am. I've just been doing this for longer. It's the only difference. They're much more skilled academically with regards to Elliott Wave. They're level 3. I'm level 1. I've just been doing it a long time, longer than they have. But if you really want to learn Elliott Wave, well, how about that for my closing? this, you get the whole bundle for half price. That's a good one. What, you know, one belt at a time, or just come in. You know, you can always start here. Like, let's see if I like this. I like these guys. Start right there for $49, right? Come in. Then, do I want to do the belts? So I'll do a belt. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it there. Hope that was helpful. Shit. Did we talk about modern Picasso? Oh shit, man, I'm on 2 o'clock, man. We'll hit it next. Or I'll do it on Friday for sure. But you, fuck, man, modern. You know what's going on. You don't need me. I know you know what's happening. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it there. You guys have a good one. Let me get out of here. Thanks to all that. I